Andrew Holness, Juliet Holness, Bertling that comes out in the domain public, that's his vice in the domain public. She say he not to do nothing for his constituency because of buy and vote. You understand what I'm saying? So if you look at the world parameter, majority of them that they're not supposed to be there. And look what they are still doing to the taxpayer of this country. So we are calling on civil society for a public outburst. For a public outburst. And just find himself now becomes a political war to America and China. It becomes a political war. All right, 777. You hit the nail on the head, sir. You hit the nail on the head. Big up yourself, my brother. You hit the nail on the head. And when you speak like this, people say, oh, them support the People's National Party, them are PNP, them are this, them are that, them are way. But we are here for truth and rights. We're here for equal justice for one and all. So it becomes an international war, an international predator to the international leaders. And the people of Jamaica are feeling the backlash. You don't think you get nothing from this corrupted Jamaica Labour Party? You don't think you get nothing from this dirty thieving criminal organization led and lead by Andrew Holness and Juliet Holness, the mama and papa of Jamaica? The mama and papa of Jamaica, tells you when to go in, tell you when to come off of the road, tell you when to eat, tell you when not to sleep, tell you when to work, and tell you not to work. They make all the critical decision in Jamaica against the poor people of this country. Based on the allegation, it's alleged that Dr. Carl Bruce, that is the head of the medical team in KPH. So they push round and push in. So when they push round and say go in the corner there, you know the corner that you're going in. So this is the way how Jamaica been running. It's out in the domain space. It's alleged that the commissioner of police, when they send out their team, the officer decide who to live or who not to live. It's alleged. And when we see the fear factor playing out, if you go and you do a poll, do a survey, and based on all what I'm trying to be pointing out to the ordinary citizens of Jamaica, I think we'd get an overwhelming number to show you that the whole system in Jamaica is corrupt. I know it becomes so corrupt because of the leadership of Andrew Holness and who they put in their corner and who they make into a political goons. They go to the corner shop and they buy a bread for $1,000. They're the one that complain. And when the reality have come, that they say, listen, till somebody can remove that bread price and put it a little lower for you. There's somebody that can create an economical space that can benefit one and all. Not creating an economical space will only just benefit the rich and the famous. Don't create an economical space that only just benefit the rich and the famous. Jamaica will reach in a situation where all odds have to be off now. All odds have to be off now. You see the war that's fighting between America, Israel, and Iraq. You see the war that fight. Oh, you do my baby candy flame. The war that fighting between Iraq, America, and Israel is going to bring a serious implication upon the people of Jamaica. We are going to ask another question, Iran. We're going to ask another question. That little man they claim that coming from Israel, that Andrew turned into ambassador. We're going to ask a question based on something that reached into the public space. That man was a washback man in England. That man did not live nowhere. That man sleep in a whole cars and all type of way. So there's no thing pertaining towards wealth towards that man. I want to ask now, who that man coming into Jamaica and so rich and famous? Richer than your great grandmother, richer than your great grandfather, have more ties in Jamaica, more than you. So if you can't help Andrew Holness to thief the election, if you can't help Andrew Holness to rob the election, you are not a Jamaican. So right about now, that man will come from Israel is more Jamaican more than you. Is what you can do for Andrew Holness make him become a Jamaican. It's what you can do for the Jamaican Labour Party to let you come a Jamaican. All of you goons that vote on the day, the 3rd of September last year, who know are political goons, those are you that gets money to stay away from the polling station, who know are the main contributor, who are the main factor of this type of nonsense that's going on into the country. And yet now you have G2K now comes out for Dennis Gardner. But I am saying to the people of Jamaica, I am not even no corruption. If Dennis Gardner find himself into this serious allegation about taxpayers' money, step aside and dismiss yourself from the parliament. That is my takes on it. I don't care zero. I am here for a summon process, a democratic summon process supposed to run and benefit the people of Jamaica. Then if people on the opposition side do not respect taxpayers in this country and people on the government side, worse and not care, where else, based on the situation where the health sector reach into Jamaica, now, where not going to reach? I asked him some question. So those who don't find themselves in that grab bag situation, you're not fit to sit in into the parliament represent the people of Jamaica. No, I don't care zero. That's my takes on it. So I'm not going to wind up on the battles. I'm not going to be political going like nationwide. Who hold the country, the taxpayer of this country, millions of dollars, but this government continue to make that station become this main factor into this country. Huh? So we can't have everybody at left, right, and center. That's why we're not on the road. And when you look at the poor people of this country, have to succumb to government imputation. Look how much thing this government implement on us. Look how much thing this government implement on the poor people of Jamaica. Huh? You tell the people of Jamaica that you're going to give them 18.5 in the first budget presentation of your 3rd term. Only thing you could implement for the people of Jamaica that you promise $32,000 is $1,000. You're a wicked man. So that's why I'm saying now. That's why I'm saying now to the people of Jamaica. When you come on to defend the poor people of Jamaica, Marcus Garvey, when your prophecy going to come to pass, because we are seeing a lot of them in Jamaica now. We are seeing a lot of them in Jamaica now. Those false prophets, those false leaders. We are seeing a lot of them in Jamaica now. When we going to come to a reality? Huh? So right now we know. Right now we know. I'm going to be like a Moses that say to the people of Israel, stand still. Stand still and what the prophecy of the Lord fulfill. That's what I'm going to say to the people of Jamaica. And I'm going to say to the political goons them who supported the Jamaica Labour Party. Stand still and see the prophecy of the Lord. Don't think you hear nothing about the Jamaica Labour Party yet. I don't think you hear nothing bust out there yet. I don't think them shame and disgrace yet. You think them come to an halt yet. They don't come to an halt yet. They're still holding on a thin straw. But God have a way work out them things and work it out constructively. The poor people of Jamaica are suffering. The poor people in Jamaica have no ease of this thieving, corrupt government. No ease. I am still asking the people of Jamaica, what should Christopher Tufton get $5 more billion for? Why should $5 more billion allocated back to Tufton? We still ask the question, we don't like an auditor. And let me get the figures of how many thousands and millions and billions of dollars they make over the taxpayer into the pandemic situation. We want to know again. Well, some serious questions we ask, you know. I know we don't see no road. We can't see no road. 2007, when Bruce came in power, and they gave motorists the first amnesty. Give them the first amnesty. How many billions of dollars they make off of it? Where are those money spent? Some question we ask now to make people wake up. Andrew Holness, in his 3rd term as Prime Minister, leader of this country, they gave us about 3 to 4 amnesty. They make billions of dollars out of it. We still see more bad roads and more than ever in Jamaica. We still see the motorists them in Jamaica suffer from some implementation for traffic violation, where it's unnecessary. And every day it comes out and tell the poor people of Jamaica, no two talks for how much years, no new talks for how much years. What about the indirect tax and what about the implementation that the poor people of Jamaica have to deep down in their pocket? I look further. Comes on, man. Comes on. The citizens of Jamaica, time for us to be wise. We're supposed to wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. We're tired of this type of foolishness. Tired. You go to the health facility, there is no service. You go to the health facility, no service. You go to the police station, no service. You go to the Ministry of Social Labor and Security, no service. Anywhere you turn in Jamaica, based on government apparatus in Jamaica, no benefit for the taxpayer of this country. You the people that vote on the 3rd of September, you are the one that caused this type of animosity into the country. The people that stay home from the polling station for $50,000, $20,000, whatsoever the number, whatsoever the gift from the Jamaica Labour Party, it be your own downfall today. Said like Andrew Holness could hear my baby cries in 2016. I'm going to do a comparison. Let I say this. Out of the 100 and had citizens get unalive by the JCF. Episode of March episode Golden in power. Majority of these people that face that reality, that's to say, listen, my son innocent, my brother innocent, my uncle innocent, my daddy innocent. Maybe that come to that reality to say, yes, all of them are innocent. But you know what you do, how you do it. How you do it. And it becomes untenable and unbearing to the people of Jamaica. I know what you're doing, how you do it. That to show you the government at the end of the day have no knowledge about implementation. no knowledge about implementation. So if it's a man, Jefferson Golden in power, enough of you that have faced that trauma, that reality, on in a better state today. On a better state. I hear want to talk about the people that support this People's National Party, back gangsters and back crime and done bravery and then daft crime. Jamaica, I'm going to ask these people, who was Christopher Lyndon Darkpa? Who was his father-in-law? Answer those questions, goons. Answer those questions. Who was Christopher Lyndon Darkpa? Father-in-law. So you want to tell me that you hold such a high political office, you hold such a high state for the crown of Jamaica, and you allow you're in agreement for your daughter to become that most vulnerable gangster that walk, one of the most vulnerable gangsters, one of the most heartless gangsters that walk the land of Jamaica. And that brother ends up to be Tom Farabi's Finson, son-in-law, and when the one that tells us that when we call a spade, Jamaica, thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for your time. And when we can talk again, we will talk. God bless you all. And, we're going to continue to burn this fire. And we're going to continue to speak in a way